this very important fund. I only have 3 points to address this morning. First of all, we all know that youth is our asset. They are recognized not just for their energy level, but also their fresh perspectives and ideas. Physical health empowers us to go about doing our work daily, but mental health facilitates the execution of those work. Young people and their mind, their fresh idea, help them access their future. But if their mind is not healthy, we will be restricted. We will not be able to tap into fresh perspectives, new ways of doing things. And that's why the mental health of our youth must be protected, must be safeguarded, must be taken care of. Secondly, why a pool of funds? I'm a strong believer of not reinventing the wheel. The power of this is you put your money for others. You put in the money for those who know the know-how to multiply that money for you. They will be able to put it to good use. I always believe in working with good, reliable NGOs because they have the passion. What they lack is the money. And when you give money to them, they'll be able to do wonders because of their passion. They are in NGOs because they want to champion a cause. And so matching this passion with your money is a very powerful act. And therefore today, when you put a room full of people with access to resources and money, and when you match it with these young people seated over here with good ideas, new way of doing things, you are going to create magic. Today, you have an access to a few countries when you invest into this pool of fund. You will be able to influence beyond your natural boundaries. Prosper thy neighbor. You know, in our work as ministers, daily we are presented with problems. And daily we are told we don't have enough money to solve all the problems. And therefore, we walk around carrying burdens, and we are not smart enough to lay those burdens down, you won't be able to sleep at night. In the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development, that burden is far greater than the burden I carry in the Ministry of Youth and Sports. I get stressed when we can't win gold medals. But YB&C is stressed every time a child is abused and is in need of greater protection. And so we carry different burdens. But as I sat there and I looked at the screen with so many inspiring logos, I get so motivated because this is a room of problem solvers. This is a room that has all the answers to the problems we have outside. And so today you'll be presented with that opportunity to invest, to put your money where it's worthy, it is important for you to champion. This money that you're going to invest in will be able to help not just the young people today, but possibly your grandchildren and your grandchildren's children. When we talk about mental health, I can tell you the need is so great out there that every time I talk about it, I get a little bit frightened. Why? Because I know how difficult it is to actually provide sustainable care for this group of people who are in need of help. Not just them, not just the patients, but even the caregivers. The caregivers need a lot of support. And therefore, this area needs a lot of money. So it is my hope that you will be able to put in this money to help access the future ideas of these young people. Help our young people feel confident about themselves again. Help them be able to believe in themselves again and be able to go out and execute their dreams. And with this, I leave you with these words. I hope that today you will be able, those of you with money, but you have no energy and no time to go out and reach the others, you will be able to part with your money and send in the young people with the ideas to go out and execute it for you. Put your money into their hands, and I guarantee you, you will see magic. And so with that, I officially launched the Youth Mental Wellbeing Fund in Asia, and I wish you success. Thank you.
And now, for the official launch of the Asian Youth Mental Wellbeing Fund, we invite YB to remain on stage for the launching event. To join YB Minister Hannah Yeoh on stage, we invite
the Minister of Women, Family and Community Development, Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Nancy Shukri, CEO of AVPN, Nena Subawa Batra, Dato Shahira Ahmed Bazari from Yayasan Hasanah as co-host of this year's AVPN Global Conference, Chief of Capital Mobilization of AVPN Mutushi Sengupta, and our anchoring funder Chevron Asia Pacific Exploration and Production, represented by Tishawan Yanundum,
and accompanied by Dr. Nirja Birla from Aditya Birla Education Trust, Dr. Nur Anwar Abdul Muttalib from Yayasan Hasanah, and Mr. Nicholas from Binjai 3 Foundation.
And now, we will do a quick 5-second countdown for the launch of the Asian Youth Mental Wellbeing Fund, launched by the YB Hannah Yeoh. And I would encourage everyone to count together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And with that, the
Asian Youth Mental Wellbeing Fund is now launched.
And now, capturing this special historic moment, our members of the media, mental health, especially amongst youth, is an invisible epidemic. More than 100 million young people in Malaysia, Singapore, India, and many parts of Asia are facing mental health challenges.
At addressing these rising challenges, AVPN, Chevron, Yayasan Hasanah, and its partner organizations are coming together to design this pool fund. The fund is therefore focused on South Asia and Southeast Asian impact organizations that address mental well-being conditions among young people.
The fund will be managed by AVPN for the Asia region, and about $1 million is targeted to be fundraised and carved out for Malaysia.
We would like to extend our deepest gratitude to Yang Berhormat Hannah Yeoh, Minister of Youth and Sports, for being with us today. We are very grateful for your commitment and support for our work on youth mental well-being.
And certainly we hope for more urgent actions and collaborative efforts from public and private funders in the room and civil society towards the youth causes. Thank you once again.
And now, we would like to invite the CEO of AVPN, Nena, to proceed to the rostrum to share with us a few words of thanks.
Good morning and thank you very much. On behalf of AVPN, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable YB Dato Sri Haja Nancy Binti Haji Shukri, Minister of Women, Family and Community Development, YB Puan Hannah Yeoh, Minister of Youth and Sports, for gracing us with your presence and your unwavering support. Your presence here today has brought an exceptional sense of enthusiasm and inspiration to all of us. We are immensely grateful for your relentless efforts in promoting the well-being and empowerment of young people. I also take this opportunity to thank all the speakers and delegates. It has been 3 incredible conference days, and we could not have done this without the support of our partner, Yayasan Hasanah. The speakers, the delegates, and each and every one of you who is here with us. This year's conference was the largest to date and absolutely amazing. We had 1,329 delegates who joined us over these 3 days. 254 speakers have actually shared their thoughts, their experiences, and their learnings with us. There were 103 sessions that have taken place and are yet to take place. The average attendees per breakout session were 127 delegates, and in every plenary session we had more than 800 delegates who sat and listened. 44 countries are represented here, and the number of connections that have been made over these 3 days have been infinite. YB Hana Yeoh told us that we can make magic, and I challenge you today to go out and make magic. Because the energy that you have sitting here today, talking to each other, learning from each other, sharing from each other, is the energy that we need to carry forward. Our conference every year puts a spotlight on unique Asian leaders and solutionists who are creating transformational change, not just in their own country, but across our region in Asia and the Pacific. If we truly wish to change the status quo, we need to bring our people and homegrown ideas, talents, and influence to the rest of the world. But our conference is just a small part of what we do at AVPN. A lot of things happen throughout the year, from more events to programs, and you can explore more by engaging with the AVPN team that is present. The conference is not over. We have half a day more to go, and I really hope you take inspiration from the speeches made by our honorable ministers here today and make the most of the half day that is remaining. I look forward to seeing you next year at the next AVPN Global Conference. But before that, let us go out, let us make magic and tackle global challenges with our unique Asian solutions. Thank you so much.
And thank you very much, Nena. This shall conclude our morning plenary today. And ladies and gentlemen, we would like to announce the departure of the Minister of Youth and Sports of Malaysia, Yang Berhormat Hana Yeoh,
and the Minister of Women, Family and Community Development, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Nancy Shukri.
And at this plenary hall, we're diving into more plenary sessions and breakout sessions, following a break later.
Once again, we'd like to thank the honorable ministers for gracing us with their presence. Thank you so much for being part of this momentous, historic day here at the AVPN Global Conference 2023. And later, David, I understand at 11:30 will be returning here at the plenary hall to talk about a very important topic that is so relevant to what we have witnessed earlier today, which is?
On the plenary session, they'll be discussing about youth mental well-being in Asia. So right now, dear delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we will take a short break before we proceed to the 11:30 sessions that is shown on the screen. We will now proceed to have a short break, networking, exchanging energy and the magic, and build for more transformational collaboration in Asia.
Keep the energy going and keep the magic happening.
Exactly. And we will see you at 11:30 back at here on the plenary session on Asian youth mental well-being. Thank you.
Thank you and see you soon.